So you want to be a travel agent in 2025. I'm so excited for you. And today on the show, we're going to share with you exactly where to go to get started, where you can find amazing free resources as you're in this research phase, and also what are the key things that the most successful travel agents and travel advisors do to be successful. That sounds like fun. Keep on watching. We're going to cover it all on today's show. All right, guys, don't forget to take a moment, like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube. We bring you amazing content every single week to help you not only start your travel business, but to help you grow and scale it to the moon and back. And I don't want you to miss a thing. If you're new here, my name is Cyndi Williams. I'm the CEO and founder of Wanderlust Campus, which is the #1 fastest growing travel school in the country. We're on the Inc. 5000 list this year, you guys, and that's thanks to you and all of our amazing clients that have come before you to earn their certifications through Wanderlust Campus. We're going to put all of our information down below. You can find us at travelschool.com. But today we're really here for all of you guys that are in that think about it phase. You're kind of like, oh, what does it mean to be a travel agent? Can I be successful at this? Is this something that I could really do? Maybe you're watching others that you know have done this and you're trying to figure out, how do I do that as well? So you found a really safe space to do your learning today. We don't hire any travel advisors, travel agents, so we have just an advocacy project, and that's what this video is about, is just helping to educate you on a little bit how the industry works, how you can find your bearings in the industry, and also, most importantly, there's going to be a lot of people telling you a lot of different things, and there's a million, it's like very confusing, a million different things out there, and our industry is amazing, but there's some not so great setups, and then there's also some amazing setups. And so we're going to walk you through, kind of guiding you through that process of how do you start this journey. So as you embark on your journey, one of the easiest things that you can do is to take our free masterclass at Wanderlust Campus. This will save you so much time, so much energy. This is a 1-hour intensive class that helps you understand, how does the travel industry actually work? How do you make money? What are the very different setups that you can select? Because what's good for one person may not be good for the next person. It really depends on what your goals are. So it walks you through all of the different setups so you can start to figure out which one may be the best fit for you. It also tells you the ones to absolutely avoid that you don't want to do. So definitely check out the free masterclass. I'll link that down below. That is completely just an advocacy project to help educate the industry as you're making these decisions. Because one of the #1 mistakes you can make is picking the wrong setup. We work with students every day at Wanderlust Campus who just come to us day one and say, I just want to do everything right, just show me how to do it. And then we work with a whole other set of agents that say, I did it, I tried to figure it out on my own, I went this route, and oh my gosh, did I mess things up? And we have to reverse engineer, we have to reboot them, restart them, and that can be a way harder process if you don't make good decisions early on in your journey. So that masterclass will help you a ton, whether you're working with us or not. We just want to make sure that you are set up for success with your goals. So definitely grab that free masterclass. Another free resource you can get that absolutely you should do is go to travelschool.com, click the student login, get yourself a free account. That's right, Wanderlust Campus has free accounts, and for any of free trainings that are out there in the industry, we bring that all together as an advocacy project for the industry to share that information out with you. So we work with travel partners, suppliers, lots of suppliers that have their own LMS systems, and we bring them in. Think of us as like we're the training department for the entire travel industry, and a lot of things we give you for free just from an advocacy perspective and to help educate the industry in general. So definitely take advantage of all those freebie things, all the resources and all of those things. Again, I will link that down below. But let's talk about a few things that you might not know about being a new travel agent. When we work with students and clients, sometimes they'll say, I didn't realize that's the way it worked, or I didn't realize this is what happened in this industry. So I don't want you to be caught off guard by any of those things. So I'm just going to share those with you on today's video. The first one is understand you are owning and operating your own business. Even if you are working under another agency as kind of a parent agency to you, you're normally working in a contractor capacity. What that means is you are still responsible for how your business runs, making sure you're in legal compliance, how you're dealing with your clients. So there's some liability that can be there. There's also some really things you need to be educated on. So that's a really important thing to understand from day one. Now, others of you might pick a different setup, which is called being an independent travel agent, which means you are your own business. You're not working under a parent company. You are setting up your own travel business. The suppliers are going to send you checks directly for everything that you book. And while that sounds amazing, it sounds like, why wouldn't I do that first, Cyndi? It can be overwhelming if you're just getting into the industry. And the masterclass goes into that in further detail. But regardless of which setup you really pick, understanding if you're working in that contractor capacity, whether you're under the umbrella of someone else's company or you're setting up your own, there are a lot of things that you have to make sure that you are doing. One, setting up your business properly, making sure you're in compliance, but also all of those little setup things on how you want to run your business, how are you going to run your operations, your automations, all of those things are still your responsibility. A lot of people don't realize a parent agency cannot create a formalized required training plan. And this creates a big issue in our industry because travel advisors, unless they go through something like Wanderlust Campus where they're earning a gold standard certification and they know how to do their job, they have a great base level and skill set. But if you're training yourself, your host agency is not going to do that for you. You have to take responsibility and ownership over your learning plan as you get into the industry. And this can be a misconception too, because a lot of times they'll say, we have free training, we have amazing training programs. But the reality is they make training available to you, which is kind of operating in that area where it's legal compliance for the contractor law, but they can't require an ABC 1, 2, 3 and make sure you are, one, at the skill level you need to be before you're booking travel. Two, a lot of it is training programs and LMS systems that other people are giving them. What I mean by that is they may not have their own learning system, but they're saying, oh, Disney has a training program, Universal has a training program, Royal Caribbean has a training program, Oceana, Sandals, all these different tour companies. So you literally have thousands of different trainings available to you that are all free, which by the way, you can get those through Wanderlust Campus through that free account that I told you, because we link that stuff over there too. But here's the thing. It's 1,000 different companies with 1,000 different LMS systems. So it can be confusing, overwhelming, challenging, and most of it is destination and product based. There is a plethora of free learning. You will never run out of learning in that category. But do you need to take those 1,000 trainings? Not really, not if you're not selling those things or those products. So you have to now figure out, how do I put my own training plan together? Not just for how to be a travel agent, but also how am I going to run my business? And that how to run my business stuff is the other piece that is a little less available in terms of what's out there in the industry. So let me clarify. Things to know. One, you're going to be either working in a contractor or setting up your own business as independent. Two, you are responsible for how you set up your business and also how you put your learning plan together. And then the next thing I want to cover, and we'll come back to training here in a second, but the next thing I want to cover is understanding how commissions work in our industry. So commissions is one of those things where new to industry agents don't always understand how commission payments work in our industry. So I will demystify that for you right now. One, commissions are paid usually when the client is done with travel. So after they've traveled, a commission check is then sent either directly to you if you're an independent agent, or the commission check will be sent to your parent agency. The parent agency will figure out who that check belongs to through a highly technical process on the back end. Then they will pay you on your next paycheck. So in that series of timeline, let's think about that. If I am a client, let's say you have a client going on a $40,000 African safari this week, right? They're going to get back next week. The commission check is going to be cut. It's either going to be sent directly to your agency, so you're going to see it in about 3-4 weeks, about 30 days is the general rule. However, if you are with a parent agency, it's going to get sent to them first. They're probably going to get the check on January 3rd, which is going to be past their payroll date sometimes for this week or this month. So you're going to get it on the next payroll. So that can be delayed a week. It can be delayed a month. So just keep in mind when you put these timelines together, there is a little delay between the time that you book someone, the time that they travel, and the time that you actually get paid. So understand that's how commission works. Now, don't be disheartened by that. Here's the rule of thumb to remember. Your first year is your building your book of business year. Once you have a bunch of commissions kind of ready to be paid out, then they're going to start coming in like dominoes, and that's when you can start thinking about, okay, maybe I want to leave my other job, maybe I want to quit, maybe I want to, kind of do this full time. But I just want you to know there's going to be a little build-up phase in terms of how once you learn how to be a skilled travel agent, you're selling the trips, and when the commission checks will actually show up. Now, the beautiful thing is you don't have to have any stress in this situation. Just keep your other job until your business is where you want it to be. So we help students manage this transition all the time. They will continue working whatever job they're doing. They will build their book of business behind the scenes. And once they have enough commission coming in where it's very comfortable for them, then they can say goodbye to that other career or that other thing that they're doing. And guys, we have worked with people that are firemen and women. We've worked with first responders. We've worked with teachers. We've worked with bus drivers. We've worked with attorneys. We've worked with doctors. We've worked with a ton of nurses, a ton of school teachers. Sky's the limit. Every type of person has been through our program, and a lot of them are working while they are building their robust business, and then they transition in a place where it feels good to them. So just know that as well as you're getting into the industry. Now, we talked about being responsible for your own learning. So those are really the key 3 things to know as you are in this consideration phase. As long as you are fine with all of those things and understanding you're going to have to solve some of those problems, then it means you are ready to start your journey as a travel advisor. So let me share with you, I promised I would share the top consistent things that top performers and the most successful travel advisors and travel agents do in our industry. Now, the reason we have such good insight on this is because we've trained thousands and thousands and certified, not just travel agents directly, but travel agency owners. People work with Wanderlust Campus to get their agencies certified as well. So we have a lot of information and data on brand new agents, experienced agents, growing agents, and then those that go on to start their own agencies because we've helped them through all the different journeys. But there's some very consistent things. We have a $1 million club and a multi-million-dollar club that our students can apply for every single year. And so we're able to really reverse engineer and say, great, they made it to the $1 million club. What did their educational journey look like? What did their experience journey look like? And that's how we have come up with these things on the list. So the number one is they treated their business like a business from day one. I told you earlier, there's kind of 2 groups. The ones that want to do it the right way from the beginning, they don't want to waste time or energy and just get to the answers. Those will kind of escalate a little bit faster. It doesn't mean if you are in a bad setup and you're watching this video and you're like, I think I signed up with like an MLM and this isn't working for me, which by the way, we don't recommend those at all. But if you got into the wrong setup, you have to reboot and there might be a little more time at the onset. But the reality is at some point you either wake up and treat your business like a real business or you do that from the beginning. So if you have not become a travel agent yet, please heed my advice. Even if you're starting as a hobby and you're going to balance that until you can leave your other job, don't you want it to be the most profitable hobby that it can be? Make sure you are treating your business like a business. They make decisions on the fact that it is a business. It is not a luxury. It's not a hobby. It's not, oh, it's okay if it takes me 10 years to get this thing off the ground. Nobody has time for that in today's marketplace, right? So they treat their business like a business from day one. The second is realize that you wear 2 hats. Everybody knows you need to be a great travel advisor to be successful. That's hat 1. Learn your new skill, learn how to do your job, learn the booking systems, learn all the things you need to do to be a great skilled travel advisor. Everybody understands that, but it's the second hat that people don't realize, and that is, how do you become a successful business owner? Remember what I said earlier, doesn't matter which setup you pick, you are running your own business. So do you know how to market? Do you know how to sell? Do you know how to add automations? Do you know how to handle operations for your business? Because it doesn't matter which setup you pick, you have to do those things. So think about that. How are you going to get that second hat covered if you don't know how to do those? So how a lot of successful agents will do that is they will do kind of a combo approach. Yes, they're earning their travel agent certifications, and there's more than one place to get a travel agent certification. But when you marry the travel agent certification, which that will cover hat one, and you marry that with the experience of business systems, how to market your business, how to close a sale, how to conduct proposals, what's my sales system, what's my service system, what's my operation system, what's my marketing machine, what are those things going to look like? You're starting to put real systems behind your business. That's when it will all come together. You can be the best travel agent in the world, but if you don't have clients or you don't know how to run your business, it's not going to come together and equal you having a $1 million or multi-million-dollar selling travel business. So those are the two things you want to balance: how to be a travel agent, and then also those business building things. There's only one place in the industry you can get both of those things, and that is through Wanderlust Campus. So we have two certification programs. So the one for new agents is called Careers on Vacation. Yes, you earn a certification, you earn the travel professional certification as you go through the program, but more importantly, you get all of the business systems and you get live people to help you with that. So yes, we have some on-demand curriculum. You're going to get amazing gold star award-winning training curriculum. That's like comes for the price of admission. However, you're also going to get real people, and this is the biggest difference in our program compared to everything out there. We're going to help you set up. How should you be marketing? How do you set up that system? How do you plan, create, schedule? How do you set up on all the different marketing channels and different platforms that are out there and use them for the purpose of attracting and converting your ideal clients? How do you then handle those clients? What does your service system look like? How do you handle things like crisis management, workflows, all of those different things that you're going to realize very quickly that you need once you get into the business? What tech stack should you be using? That's another thing. It doesn't matter which setup. You have to determine your own tech stack. We have something in Wanderlust Campus we call a Wander Path that gives you the best tech stack based on what you tell us your goals are. So all of that extra kind of business system is the special thing that we do in the industry. So if you are ready to really operate at that level, or you're thinking, I just want to wear both these hats, I want to make my business as successful as possible, and I want to do it the right way from the beginning, then definitely schedule some time with our enrollment team. We actually set aside some time every single week to offer complimentary goal mapping sessions for those that are kind of ready to get into the industry. So I'll link that down below, or you can visit us at wanderlustceo.com/map, and that will allow you to apply for any of the complimentary sessions that we have available from week to week. And I definitely encourage that you do that. Remember, we don't hire any agents. Our role in the industry is to understand your goals, work with you personally. We will help match you with the right setup once you're in one of our programs. We even have discounts and different things available all through the industry that will make your journey so much easier to kind of get all of that information up front. So I hope today's video was helpful for you to understand what is it like to be a travel agent? How would I even do that in 2025? I hope we gave you some great free resources that you can leverage. I'll link those down below as well. And for those of you that just know this is in your core heart to get started this year, I really encourage you to visit us at travelschool.com or book one of those goal mapping sessions, and we'd be glad to help you over here at Wanderlust Campus as well. Thanks for watching today, guys. I wish you so much love, so much abundance. I wish you the world. I'll see you next week. If you like that last video, make sure you check out all the content available to you on our channel. And I invite you to follow along, travel with me around the world as I grow and scale my travel businesses. You're gonna pick up some great tips, some great tricks on how you can grow your own travel brand too. I'm gonna drop some links down below, and also check out these videos I handpicked just for you.